All right, Crimson Tide fans, it's yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, just coming on here to talk about your Crimson Tide, the Alabama football program, back at spring practice after a week off for the break. And we're just going to get into the news, notes, and fine details of what took place here in the session as we start things off with the outside linebackers coached by Coleman Hutzler. The guys are working through the bags, cutting through the bags, showing the quickness, speed, agility, footwork drills with some pass rush moves as well. Will Anderson back for his junior season after an impressive sophomore year where he had 102 tackles, 34.5 tackles for loss, 17.5 sacks, just a monster season. We're expecting big things. The program is expecting big things from him as he tries to get to that high first-round draft status here in the 2023 venue. Behind Anderson, you've got 15, Dallas Turner, who had a big freshman season, and expecting even more from him as a sophomore. 41, Chris Braswell is third in the rotation, and here's a guy that came in the 2020 class as a 5-star from St. Francis Academy in Baltimore, Maryland. He came in with a bit more hype than Anderson did, but Braswell hasn't got just a whole lot of opportunities to show what he can do. This is a big spring for Braswell. Behind him, 35, the freshman Jeremiah Alexander from Thompson High School out of Alabaster here in the Birmingham area. Keep your eyes on Alexander at 6'2", 258 pounds. The guy's got big speed, big power, big potential. He can create some production here as he will push for playing time. And number 34, Quandarius Robinson, is behind Alexander. For those just the outside linebackers with Coleman Hutzler. As we look at now the defensive linemen working the sled under Freddie Roach here. This is a group in a position where U.S. fans, you want to see, does Alabama have those violent, dominant, ferocious pass rushers, ferocious run stoppers, ferocious defensive linemen that have non-stop motors that just keep coming to affect plays, negatively affect plays from opposing offenses? We're looking at DJ Dale working the bags, T.M. Keenan III, number 96. You got Anquin Barnes in there, number 59. Justin DeBoybe, number 92. Damon Payne, number 44. Just a host of guys here on the defensive line. You even see number 91, the freshman enrollee, Jaheim Otis, in here as well. So Alabama just trying to get the best group here of defensive linemen that can be fierce, that can be physical, that can be tough, that can be sound, that can affect the quarterback in the passing game, stop the run, and have this defense playing at a high level, because I believe this position right here is one that has the most to prove. If Alabama's defensive front can be consistent, can be strong, can be stable, and can show that dominance and that depth up front, then this can be a top 3 to top 5 defense in the country across the board here. As we flip to now the quarterbacks and receivers. Receivers are working here on these routes. Thaiu Jones-Bell, number 14, with that first catch there. I really want to see what he does this season. Jones-Bell came in as a 4-star in the 2020 class out of the South Florida area and has not had that chance to really do much here on the field. So really want to see the growth here of Jones-Bell. We're also seeing number 3, Jermaine Burton, continue to get more and more comfortable as the transfer from Georgia within this offense. You're seeing Christian Leary make some nice catches. Aaron Anderson, number 82, another freshman, as a freshman enrollee, making a play right there. And you got the quarterbacks here, not just Bryce Young, but you got Jalen Milroe, number 2, showing really nice touch, really threading the needle, making some big-time passes. And then also Ty Simpson, 15, involved in here as well, the hotshot 5-star from Tennessee. Going to be really fun to watch the backup quarterback competition between Milroe and Simpson, who takes the primary job here behind Bryce Young. And also in the slot position here, as you're watching Jermaine Burton here catching the football, whether Jermaine Burton is in the slot or whether he's an outside receiver, that's going to be fun to watch, because if he's in the slot and you have Burton with Leary, JoJo Earl, and also Aaron Anderson, that slot position is going to be a fun group to keep your eyes on. But Bryce Young spoke about it today. He's about building the timing, the chemistry, the continuity, the camaraderie here with this group of receivers. He's already got somewhat of a chemistry going here with one Jermaine Burton. So it's going to be fun to watch this group of receivers, how they grow, how they mesh, how they develop, how they gel, and working back to Bryce Young and working with Young and catching the football and just making plays out there on the field. But this is yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, just providing you a little, update on what took place here as Alabama returned to spring practice.